Hey guys, in this video I want to talk through the importance of patience when trading. Okay, I want to show you guys the reality of trading and how it's not actually, what people make out to be. I want to show you the real reality of how the markets actually work, and I'm going to show you guys two trades which really sum up why patience is extremely important when executing in the live markets. Okay, so let's run through the trades here. So starting things off, let's just jump straight in here, guys. Okay, so what we've had here, so this is our Asian range, okay? So this indicator here is called, let's see, market sessions, okay? So if you type in, let's see, this one here, trading sessions sonar lab, okay? Add that to your favorites, and that will allow you guys to ensure that you're trading the high volume sessions, okay? Next, what you want to add is this indicator, the 50, the 100, and 200 moving average. Okay, this is for our directional buyers, okay? So many people have different, indicators, or maybe they use naked price action, but in this example, and what I've personally used is the moving averages for a directional bias. Simple as that. The red one is the 200 moving average. Okay, the blue one is the 100 moving average. When the red moving average is on top of the blue moving average, so for example, when the red moving average is greater than the blue moving average, like this example here, that indicates to us as traders that we are sell bias on this market. Therefore, we are only looking for sells in the market at this current time. Okay, so a lot of traders, when they start off, they start flipping biases all the time. 1 minute they're going long, 1 minute they're going short. In terms of long term visions and longevity when trading, it's important to have a bias maybe for the day or for the session. You don't want to be constantly chopping and changing. That's really where your psychology can be affected very negatively. Okay, so let's jump back into this video here, the importance of patience when trading, and let's play this on. So you can see here, this is current time is 7:30 a.m. GMT. Okay, i.e. we are heading into the London session. Okay, you can see here this blue shaded area. This is the London session, and this is the time zone of which we're going to be executing our trade. So that's between 07:30 a.m. up until 10 a.m. Okay, we're not executing outside of the window. It's important to ensure you're sticking with these high volume sessions. Okay, so let's play this on. We've got two scenarios heading into the London session based on our liquidity sweep entry model. Okay, we could be looking for a sweep of this most recent fractal here, okay, which is also happens to be an external fractal. So scenario one in this situation, in this case study, would be a sweep of this most recent fractal. We could then look for a sell to the downside. Okay, we want to see that sellers are trapped in the market. We basically want to see them being stopped out. Then we can look to execute based on our liquidity entry model, and we can look to take that short. Okay, scenario two is we have a sweep, an extreme sweep of our Asian high, our Asian range, right? High to low, and this is the high here. So scenario one is an external sweep of this fractal here, the most recent one. Scenario two is we push up further and we actually sweep the Asian high, and then we can look for a short to the downside. Okay, so that's scenario two, and either scenarios have a fairly similar probability in terms of playing out, in terms of win rate, but it's nice to be prepared for both scenarios heading into the London session there. Okay, so scenario one and two, let's mark them on here. and let's play price on a little bit. Okay, so what we've got here, let's zoom in. By the way, guys, this is gold XAU USD on the 15-minute time frame. Okay, we're sell bias, and what we can see here is we have pierced above the most recent fractal high. Therefore, we have swept the liquidity resting above this high. Okay, so retail traders are already starting to be stopped out. I know technically we are classed as retail, but what I kind of mean is, the average trader who has stop losses above these fractal highs, which they do, they will start to be getting stopped out now. Okay, now that we've seen a sweep of liquidity, we can then set a limit order below the candle that has swept the liquidity. Okay, stop loss goes above the high of the candle. Bearing in mind this is a limit order, so price has to push down below this low, and then that will tag us into the trade. So we're not triggered in yet, but if price does push below the low of the candle, so if this next candle breaks the low and does not break the high, then we'll be triggered in the trade. Okay, you can see the next candle does exactly that. We're triggered in the trade. Okay, and I actually don't know the outcome of this trade. I do not know the outcome, but let's play this on. Okay, and let's see what happens. Okay, so price, we're looking for a 1 to 3 risk to reward. Either we hit a 1 to 3 or we're stopped out. It's as simple as that. Okay, and you can see this happens to be, out of our sample size, one of our losing trades. Okay, fair enough. We move on to the next setup. Okay, remember the premise of this video is the importance of patience when trading. Okay, so we've lost a trade in the London session. We've been stopped out, and we're now heading into the New York session. Okay, we're stopped out here, and let's play price on. Okay, so we've seen within the New York session, 12 o'clock GMT midday up until 3:30, 15:30 GMT. That's the New York session that I'm personally trading. Okay, a scenario in the New York session for our sell bias would be a sweep above this most recent fractal high. Remember, guys, we need to see a sweep of, our either an external fractal or a most recent fractal, like here. This is a most recent fractal, or we have an extreme sweep, which is our Asian high. Okay, so let's play price on a little bit. I want to go into detail here. Okay, please focus, guys. This is very important, right? So remember, we had two scenarios. Either one, we sweep London high. We sweep most recent fractal here, or number two, we sweep the Asian high. We've swept the Asian high, therefore, it's great to see that we're taking that liquidity out of the market. Okay, let's play price on. What you can then see is this candle here swept the high. The next candle was a inside bar. And what I mean by that is, so this is the candle here that swept. So look at this range here, high to low. This is the candle that swept. We then get an inside bar, which is this one here. And we then pierce above the high of the candle that swept. Okay, so now we can look for short trades because we've had this fractal print here. Therefore, what we've seen is a sweep of that most recent liquidity, and we can set a limit order below the low of this candle here. Limit order goes there. Give it a little bit of room to breathe. Also, take into consideration a little bit of spread. And let's take a look at this trade here. We're triggered in on the next candle based on the sweep of this most recent fractal here. And in confluence, we've also taken out the liquidity resting above the Asian high. Okay, so there's pretty much no, average traders are going to be in this market because they've either been wrecked here because they've stopped out here, and finally they've all got stop. There's other traders that'll have stops above this Asian high here, which now we've just took out that liquidity, and now we're looking to roll this market over. Okay, so there's not many traders that will generally be in this trade right now if they're trading normal concepts, okay, because their stop losses are resting above these highs. Okay, so we're triggered in this trade. Let's play this on. And as I said, remember the premise of this video: importance of patience when trading. And let's play this on. Okay, we're looking for a 1 to 3 on this trade, which is just here. You can see price moved around a 1 to 2, but that's not what our data suggests that we're going to be taking profits at. 1 to 3. Price is consolidating, guys. Okay, and imagine going through this in real time. So you enter in the New York session, you hold all the way through Asian session. Okay, we're now entering London session the following day, and price is still sort of messing on. Okay, price is still messing on. We're now in the New York session. We're 24 hours later from when we entered the trade. Okay, so you as a trader have to understand, like, okay, we're 24 hours later, but would you realistically have held this trade? Okay, would you have actually held this trade? 24 hours later, I know most traders would have closed out early. They might have seen this push to the upside and, shit the bed. Further pushes to the upside, and, everyone's panicking, right? Everyone's panicking, but when you follow a rule-based strategy, either we are stopped out or our take profit is hit. It's as simple as that. So you have a very mechanical approach. Okay? Play this on, still messing on, extremely close to our stop loss. Extremely close. Play price on. Play price on with the following day now. So we're 2 days later, and ultimately price smashes our take profit. Okay? Price smashes our take profit in the London session. So as I said, guys, remember the importance of patience when trading. This trade took nearly 2 days to play out. If it takes 2 days, sometimes it takes 30 minutes, sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes 2 days. But when you understand that, when you're in the trades in live markets, you've seen it happen before. So when you see this happen again, you understand it's just part of the data. It's just part of real life, right? Sometimes this happens, right? Look at this. You enter here. You're in the trade for pushing 3 days, guys. Take profit is hit in 3 days and 16 hours. Okay? 155 bars. 155 candles. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood the premise of this video, because it really, really, really is important, especially when you're in the live markets, because when you're testing, that took 2 minutes to play out in testing, but it took 3 days in real life. So understand, these are time-based horizons. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens in 30 minutes sometimes. But be patient. Understand your strategy, your edge, and stay mechanical, guys. Either stop loss or take profit. Okay? Yeah, so that's it for this one. Very, very important video, this one. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, take care, guys. Bye-bye.